Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're now delighted to be joined over the telephone by our guest, Dr. Mohammed Issadaou, Professor of Transportation Engineering. It's a very good afternoon to you, Doctor.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. And let me start by asking you, how do you see the developments of the road axes in Cairo and Greater Cairo as well as Giza with regards to developing the network for transportation in Egypt, sir?
The development is about the work and transportation in Cairo and Giza. Very important the presidential persons in Egypt. Firstly, it reduces the pollution, and secondly, it will shorten the time of transportation between any areas, and also the field of the transportation facilities. In this point, I wanted to talk about the visit yesterday of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, which is conducted an inspection tour or site visit, during which he followed up the construction work to develop a number of roads and axes in Cairo, including the construction work of the Abdel Mahmoud axis, with a length of about 7 kilometers, which is one of the most important main axes being established in Greater Cairo to transmit movement between the axes of the Martir to Muqattam ramp, and from there to Salah Salim axis. Also, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, during his site visit, followed up the rate of implementation of a bridge linking Yasser Rez axis in the Muqattam area with the civilization's axis, and from there to the Nile Corniche area, where President al-Sisi also reassured the workers on the progress of the work, as well as listening to their opinions. Down to the Nile Corniche, President al-Sisi confirmed that the new roads are address aimed at facilitating the movement of citizens, and also reducing the pressure on traffic by bringing about a major shift in traffic after the completion of the linking Muqattam with the Nile Corniche. And the project engineer indicated that the heights were one of the biggest problems and the challenge that were encountered during the implementation, as the height of the columns reached about 45 meters, and the height of the bridge itself reached more than 50 meters, as very special equipment were used, stressing that the column will be fully completed by the end of this month. President Sisi also directed in this context to compress the timetable for completing the implementation of the bridge, so that it will be during next July instead of August. President Sisi also confirmed that if there are any obstacles or problems facing the project, to solve and overcome them, or ideas that can be implemented in addition to a project that benefit citizens, will be carried out soon. Now we have more than 4 axes to serve the Muqattam bridge. We have Yasser Samira Musa and Al Hadarat axis, which will move the movement from the Corniche area to Muqattam. The axis of Abdel Mahmoud, which I am talking about today, will lead after its completion to relieve pressure on street number 9 in Muqattam, and on the Yasser Rez axis, which has been fully constructed. Yasser Rez axis has been fully constructed. The height of the backfill reaches 50 meters during
Indeed.
construction of Big
Right.
Mahmoud axis, which is a very big challenge. President Sisi also directed that the sides of the road should be leveled, taking into account the construction of a corniche and a walkway for citizens in this area. The president was also briefed on the executive position of the markets being established in the same area, and requested that they should be completed before the end of next July. Thus, Mukattam area serves a large number of traffic access that help reduce traffic jam, such as Hasaballah Tafrawi corridor, which is start from Lasilki Street in El Maadi and heads east over the Autostrad Road through a bridge, then passes north of Zahra El Maadi area, then to the top of the ring road through Hasaballah Kafrawi bridge as well.
Yes.
Then end at Asmarat neighborhood with a length of 7 kilometer and 500 meter. Also, Al-Muqattam has Street 9, which is the most important street in such area, which was developed, and a bridge was built at the beginning at Shahid corridor and Omar Sulaiman corridor as well,
Right.
with a length of 6 kilometers until Fountain Square, which is the most famous square in Muqattam. And from this square to the Autostrad with a length of about 2 kilometers. This area was expanded from 2 lanes to 5 lanes in each direction,
Right.
while adjusting levels and improving curves, and it is the northwestern part of the Yasser Rez axis with a length of 2 kilometers, and the eastern part with a length of 7 kilometers, extending south of the Muqattam Corniche to the Asmarat neighborhood as well, with a total length of 9 kilometers. Also, we have Samira Musa axis, start from the south of the Asmarat neighborhood, parallel to the ring road, and intersect with the Shahid axis, then the Muhammad Ali Fahmi axis, then Omar Sulaiman axis,
Right.
and finally Field Marshal Tantawi axis until the Tahsin axis.
Right. Doctor, let me ask you, like, as you mentioned, from the road network and the vast development in this regard, aside from the ease of traffic for citizens to easily get to and from wherever they're going, there is another economic benefit of the development of these road axes all around the capital. Could you tell us a bit about this? How, with such a road network, which is much more open, much more diverse, lots of different routes, less traffic on each route, work with regards to, aside from the individual level on an economic front?
And the economic point of view, the very huge road network which are establishing and are being established in Egypt will reduce the cost of the transportation for citizens and the cargo as well, reduce time of transportation, pollution. We suspect that many investors or developers will be attracted to invest in Egypt, and then the movement between the raw material source to the area of industry will be easy and will be very short. And I suspect also this road network will be connected to the airport and harbors as well. This will help the developer to transport the finishing goods, I mean industrial things, to export to outside Egypt, and it will help Egypt to earn a lot of dollars for the development of the economic situation in country.
Right. I'd like to thank you very, very much, Dr. Mohammed Saudi, Professor of Transportation Engineering. Thank you very much for your time, sir, and your insight, ladies and gentlemen. A short break, and we'll be right back for more. Stay tuned.